Gucci just launched a new foundation. And of course, you know, I got it because I had liked the first foundation. It was a little bit weird and wonky to work with, but I really did like it. I just didn't feel like working that hard. I liked the finish. I liked the eventual color that it had turned into on me. I just didn't feel like working that hard for it. So, you know, I returned it. But they came out with a new foundation, I think about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago. It is called the Eternite Beauty 24-Hour Luminous Matte Foundation. I can't believe I remembered that too. And it's currently being sold in Sephora, it's at Neiman Marcus, all of the other high-end stores. I got mine directly from Gucci because I wanted to pick up a couple of other things from the website, so I got mine from Gucci. And then I also got one of the new matte lipsticks from them. I know I said I was never going to buy another Gucci lipstick. I really said I wasn't going to buy another Gucci lipstick because for some reason they just don't work out for me. I just don't like, I don't like the formula. I don't like I just don't like it. But this one color, I saw this one color on the website and I was like, wait a second, that might actually work. And it came, and you know what? It works. The first Gucci lipstick that I own, and I own a few of them, that actually works, and I don't have to make it work. So I'm proud of myself for that. And then I also went back and I picked up the other primer, the one that I had really liked. I like the matte primer too, obviously, because, you know, I'm an oily, kind of oily girl. I'm a combination oily skin. So I do like the matte primer, but I had liked the serum primer also, but I had returned it when I returned the foundation. And I figured since this new foundation is a matte foundation, it's not like the other foundation wasn't supposed to be a matte foundation. The new one is, so I figured it would be really nice to use the serum primer, the silk serum primer, with the new foundation just to see how it works. So the foundation comes in 40 shades, comes in a regular, you know, like the Gucci packaging. This is what the bottle looks like. You can see from the top here, this is the matte top, because if you remember carefully, actually, let me, so this is the matte primer and this is the matte foundation, and you can see they both have the same yellow green. This is like a celadon color, I think, top. And then the other foundation had the same color top as the silk primer. So everything, I guess, is kind of color coded. Anywho, this, like I said, comes in 40 shades. I actually went back and forth between two shades. I went back and forth between 340 warm and 360 warm. And eventually I decided to get 360. They didn't look like too much of a jump in shade. Like, it looked very minuscule, and I figured if it was too dark, being too dark is better than it being, I guess, too light. I mean, I could fix either one, but I just decided to go with the darker shade anyway. So I got 360. It came. I put it on the back of my hand. I also put it on the side of my face right here, and it looks pretty good. The only issue that I have with it so far is that it is very olive on me, as usual. But I was gonna do that trick that we had learned about me and Italian brand foundations, which is neutral seems to be warm, because warm shades seem to be more olive in Italian brands, but there wasn't a warm shade that I felt comfortable trying. The one that I saw looked a little bit too dark, so I was just like, let me just go with this and see what happens. Anyway, this foundation is $69. Like I said, comes in 40 shades. And I'm going to read from the Sephora website what it says. It says what it is: an up to 24-hour foundation with a luminous matte finish and full coverage in one drop. It is matte. Highlighted ingredients: hyaluronic acid and black rose oil to boost and maintain skin hydration. Bamboo powder absorbs shine all day long. What else you need to know? Combining high affinity skin powders and coated pigments with a high performance polymer technology that lets the skin breathe and delivers up to 24-hour wear, this foundation stays on all day without budging or fading. It's also mask proof and sweat proof. So we're gonna see about that, because I do need to go out today and it's kind of yucky. It's been raining since yesterday. And also I'm gonna be wearing a mask, so we're gonna see how that works. Now I'm gonna do a 2-day wear test. Today I'm using the Serum Silk Primer, like I said. And then tomorrow I may just not use any primer at all. We'll see. I am actually going to do something that I don't normally do. Normally I use a brush for my foundations, but I've been using, like I said, I tried this foundation a little bit already, just like on one side of my face. And I tried it with a dry beauty blender, and I really like the way that it looked. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to use a dry sponge to apply it. So here we go. I forgot to say that I am already wearing under eye concealer, and I did color correct around my mouth. The reason I color corrected around my mouth is because, as you can see, it's very yellow, and anything olive always makes my dark circles look darker, so I color correct around my mouth. Alright guys, here is one side of my face. Trust me, I'm gonna work it out. This is one side of my face with the foundation, and then the other side without. As you can see, it is very, very yellow. Your girl is warm, but she ain't yellow. So, last night when I tried it right here on this side of my face, I sat here for a little bit. I didn't put this much on though. Sat here for a little bit, and it did kind of sort of warm up. So I'm hoping it'll do that. If not, then I'll just go in with like a red bronzer and try to balance out the yellow on my face. Alright, so now I'm going to go in on the other side of my face with the brush just to see how it looks with the brush. I still have a decent amount of product left on my hand, so let's go ahead and just use that. Alright, now that I have yellowed myself to death, I am actually going to have to go in with, oh, this foundation oxidizes too. Oh. Well, we'll see what happens. I am going to go in with a bronzer, the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, because it is more red based, and see what happens. I'll be right back. Alright, so I have the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer here. As you can see, she is, hold on. Oops, she is pretty red. So, hopefully, girl, you have on a white shirt, calm down. So hopefully it'll be enough to balance out this yellow. Alright, so she looks a little bit better. She doesn't look quite so yellow anymore. So let me finish the other side of my face and I'll be right back. Alright, so here is my complete face with the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer and the foundation. And I have a sneaking suspicion that the same thing that happened with the other foundation is going to happen with this one. It's going to start looking more like my undertone and not quite as yellow anymore. But we're going to reserve judgment and see if that actually happens. So, what can I say? As per usual, the foundation is beautiful. It has a beautiful, absolutely beautiful finish. It is matte. It doesn't feel uncomfortably matte, but like when I was trying to rub it off on the back of my hand, she was trying to stay put, as you can see. So this is it's really a matte foundation, but it's very comfortable, and it is a luminous matte also because it doesn't look dry. It's not emphasizing any texture, which is, you know, always a plus. It's not getting into acne marks or any lines or anything like that. So for that, I am truly grateful because, you know, I have acne marks and I do have texture. But she is gorgeous. This is a gorgeous foundation. I mean, Gucci is just such... Gucci makes such beautiful products, but their products are kind of hard to work with. I did have more trouble applying it with the brush than I did with the dry sponge, which to me was like really kind of weird. So tomorrow I think I'm going to use a damp sponge because I feel like, and it also is full coverage. It is full coverage. I feel like if I use a damp sponge, I can not make it not full coverage. Do you know what I mean? Wait, that didn't come out right. If I use a damp sponge, I can make it not full coverage because the damp sponge will shear it out a little bit. The dry sponge did not do that. So, but this is gorgeous. I am a fan so far. Let me show you the lipstick that I got. One of the new matte lipsticks in Love Before Breakfast. I just had to get this color. I had to. And when you see it, you'll know why. I had to. Should I try it on? I'm wearing lip gloss though, so it's not going to show the true color. Anywho, I'll try it on later. Okay, so what time is it? Ugh. It is 9:23 on a Saturday morning. This is what my face looks like, and I will see you back here for the results of my wear test. Peace. All right, friends, I am back, and it is now 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and this is what my face looks like. And I'm also wearing that lipstick that I was talking about earlier, Love Before Breakfast, and as you can see, this is the reason why I purchased it. It's brilliant. Anyway, so this is what my face looks like. Pretty much looks the same as when I left. I am still quite yellow, and I did look at it outside in natural light, and I'll throw a picture up here. It looks slightly less yellow in natural light, but it's still pretty freaking yellow. And I looked at it in the bathroom, and in the bathroom it looks even more yellow. So I don't know. I really like this foundation, but I actually want to try a neutral shade just to see if it'll be less yellow on me. So I might go back and do that, but I am going to finish the wear test today and tomorrow on this particular shade. But I really do like this foundation. Like I didn't mention before, but there is a very slight scent to the foundation. You can't smell it like after you put it on, but right at the start it's right there. It is a matte foundation, but I absolutely cannot feel it on my face at all. My face doesn't feel, oh, one second. My face doesn't feel dry. It doesn't feel tight. Nothing like that. It's just a very, very comfortable foundation. As you can see, my oils haven't even really started breaking through yet, and I've been out this entire time. I left here at what, like 8:45, I think it was, or 8:49. And it's 3 o'clock, and I've been out and about this entire time with a very energetic 3-year-old. Look, I don't know how people become parents in their 40s because it is not for the faint of heart. Let me tell you, she is a lot. Yeah. So I've been doing that this whole time. No oils broke through, no shifting, no fading, nothing. It's just still freaking perfect. So yeah, so far so good. I like this foundation quite a bit. So this is day number 1 of we're testing the new Chanel Eternite, the Beaute, Luminous Matte Foundation. And I will see you back here tomorrow for day number 2. Bye. Hey friends, what up, and welcome to day number 2 of we're testing the new Gucci Eternite de Beaute Luminous Matte Foundation. So we started off with one shade, and we're going to finish with another because I wound up getting the neutral shade that I was thinking about getting using Sephora same day delivery, but it came a little bit late on Sunday, so you know I didn't want to start too late with the wear test. So today I'm going to be doing the wear test on 380N. So that's the one right there. I already packed up the other one to send it back to Gucci. So we're going to try this. And I did put a little bit on my face last night, and it seemed to be the perfect shade, right? And the perfect undertone, but who knows, it might turn gray on me like neutrals do. But I have a sneaking suspicion that it's not going to, because based on foundations that I've tried from Italian brands that are made for the Italian market, I am a neutral in those foundations, and it seems to be the same with Gucci foundations as well. So I am actually pretty stoked about trying this out and seeing how it works today, whether or not it turns gray on me or if the undertone stays true. Another thing why I don't think that it's going to turn gray is because I've seen reviews of this foundation, and every review says that the neutral shades are very orange. So I have hope. I have hope. So this is what the bottle looks like. So the shade inside looks like. And I was concerned that it might be a little bit too dark, but I think it's actually the perfect shade. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to be doing a wear test. I'm probably not going to come back before sometime after 8:30, because today is my long day. I start at 12 and finish at 8:30. And I'm going to be using a damp beauty blender, because even though I liked the foundation the other day, I don't like full coverage, and I didn't like the way that it looked. It looked too perfect, and I'm not here for that. So I'm going to be using a beauty blender to try to share it out a little bit. And without further ado, here we go. As you can see, we're starting off with a much better shade. And it is orange, just like my ass is. So we're doing good so far. All right, so here is one side of my face with the foundation and the other side without. And listen, I still gotta say, all these years later, shout out to the person in the comment section who told me to try that Valentino foundation in neutral, because the neutral looked orange to her. Shout out to that person. I can't remember who it is, but thanks for cluing me in to the fact that Italian foundations seem to think that only warm shades should be olive. So thanks for that. All right, so I'm going to finish the rest of my face and I'll be right back. Okay, so here is my entire face with the foundation. No hint of it going neutral or gray neutral as it usually does with, you know, a neutral made for the American market. No sign of it going gray just yet. Or I'm not even really anticipating it, but this foundation is like super orange. How is their neutral so orange? I guess for them, neutral is something else, but I'm happy with it. All right, guys, so this is my complete face with some bronzer. This is all that we're going to be doing today for day number 2 of we're testing the Gucci foundation. New shade, no primer. Shade that I'm trying today is 380 warm. 380 neutral. This is what she looks like. Still gorgeous, still a luminous matte. Still goes on like a dream, looks really natural, full coverage, even though I tried to share it out a little bit, didn't really work. But I think it looks more natural applied with the damp sponge, so that's how I'm going to be doing it from now on. And if you are wondering, yes, I'm keeping this foundation, unless during the course of the day it goes gray on me. But I'm not anticipating that happening, because based on my trials with other Italian foundations made for the Italian market, I'm a neutral in Italian foundations, so there we have it. I guess for them, neutrals are just warm olives, I suppose. But then there's a shade that's a warm olive also, so I wonder how yellow that is. Or maybe it's a little bit more green. I don't know, because the one that I tried was more yellow, very yellow, and I think the olive is going to have more like a tinge of green in it. So that should be interesting to see what that looks like. But anyway, this is my face. I like it. It is now 1 minute past 10 on Monday morning, and I will be back here later on with the results of my wear test, and I will see you then. Bye bye. Hey friends, what up and welcome back. It is now 8:37 in the evening, and this is what my face looks like. As you can see, I am a lovely grease ball, but that was to be expected sitting in front of 3 monitors for the whole day. The foundation did oxidize a little bit, not too much, but a little bit. And I think that might have had something to do with the oils breaking through. But I think it kind of sort of started oxidizing anyway when I first put it on. A little bit afterwards, I will put a picture up here of what it looked like outside in natural light about 2 hours after I put it on. Still beautiful. I think it's still beautiful now. Personally speaking, I'm just greasy. So what do I think about this foundation? I like it. However, I don't think that I have like a perfect color. I think this one is as close as possible as I could get to a perfect shade and a perfect undertone. And I do like it. It's very pretty, and I think it will do well in the summertime. It's going to be a good color for summer when I get a little bit darker. So I think I'm going to be keeping this. What was I saying? I was saying that I like the way it applies. I like the way it goes on. Like, I can't feel it on my face at all. And it just looks overall a beautiful foundation, but it is a little bit full coverage. I mean, it is a full coverage foundation, and I personally speaking don't like full coverage foundations. So I'm going to have to struggle to work with it because of that. But I'm going to make it work. I can definitely make it work. It is gorgeous. It did get into my acne marks because, once again, it just got greasy, you know. But I tried blotting a little while ago, and nothing came off. Not much came off. So, ooh, actually, that's a lie. So, once it gets greasy, it will come off. But this is what my face looks like, and I'm not mad at it at all. So tell me what you guys think about it in the comment section. I'm like really tired, so I want to go. Tell me what you guys think about this foundation in the comment section. Were you thinking of picking it up? Were you not thinking of picking it up? Like, Gucci foundations are just hard to work with. They really are. I think it's really difficult to find the right shade and undertone in their foundations. They try though. They really try. They give us a lot of foundations. They try, so kudos to them for that, but they are still difficult to work with. Anyway, as I was saying, tell me whether or not you were thinking of picking this foundation up. What do you think of it now that you've seen me try it? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know. And as usual, it's been real, it's been fun, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.